Hi Capricorn, welcome to June 2019. Work is going to be extremely social this month, and that's because you have the Gemini new moon on June 3rd, bringing the focus to your work habits. And you're going to find that people are really social at work. It's going to be a super social month. And there'll be some days where you feel like, this is a welcome distraction. I'm really enjoying talking about nothing and having fun. It can be a very light energy. It can be even comical type of energy, which is great. You know, sometimes we need that, to just be distracted a bit from the intensity of what's going on in our lives or our work, and it can be very enjoyable. Other days you might find like, oh man, are they ever going to get a clue? And they really can't help it, is because this is a very Neptunian month. The Gemini new moon on the 3rd and the Sagittarius full moon on the 17th are both being T-squared by powerful Neptune. And with Neptune, it can make us very foggy in our thinking. It can make us very dreamy. Facts go out the window, and especially with these two moons, because they're over the top with Jupiter and Neptune doing their dance. They have been challenging each other all year. It goes exact on June 16th, Father's Day. Happy Father's Day for all you dads. And with Jupiter and Neptune duking it out, it is, you know, a very inspiring energy. It's an uplifting energy, but it's also, it can be very confusing. It's even hard to say. And, you know, facts can be elusive. Even when people think they know what's going on, or here's the facts, come to find out we're missing facts, or the facts are misleading. So it's an energy to, you know, it's all about the spiritual, it's about the creative. It's just not very tangible. And I don't think that's the purpose. It's about dreaming. It's about envisioning and seeing the big picture. And, you know, if you're taking the lighter side to things, you're going to find that it's actually a welcome distraction. It's kind of fun. Now, you do want to look out for this need to be right this month. And that's because Mars is in Cancer in the area of relationships for you. And it's also the house of open enemies. Isn't that just like so ironic? The house of marriage is also the house of open enemies. What does that mean? But it's also not just, you know, partnerships. It's colleagues. It's your public. And Mars is moving through there. Mercury is there. Mercury enters on the 4th. And of course, the North Node is there in Cancer. And with Mars there, he's going to oppose Saturn on the 14th. And then he's going to oppose Mars on the 19th. So watch those days where you really feel triggered, you know, because there's going to be a lot of nonsense going on. And we have no control over that. We have no control over, you know, what other people find as important. And you can look at it and go, that's so trivial and so silly. And, you know, what a waste of time. And yes, you are right, but that need to be right this month can backfire on you. So yes, you know, think about my need to be right. What purpose does it serve in my life? What purpose does it serve to be right in any situation? And yeah, when it comes to a project you're working on, you want to get things right. And that's absolutely true. Especially if those you're working with, there's a lot of nonsense going on. And you're trying to get the project done, or you're trying to finish something. And you need to just get in there and be factual and go, look, people, get off the lemonade, you know, the Kool-Aid, and look at these facts. That is absolutely appropriate and the optimum approach for you to be right, to take that strategy. But say, for instance, being right about a restaurant location, you can let that go. So this is a month to not sweat the small stuff and let go of any need to be right with other people, except in situations where it has to do with, important things. And you're finding that others are just going off the rails, because with with Jupiter and Neptune like this, with both of these moons, and this energy is so strong this month. Jupiter and Neptune, like I said, they go exact on the 16th. That's when the intensity is the greatest. And that's where we have irrational exuberance, wishful thinking, illusion, delusion, where exaggeration and hope are running the show. And so people are going to think they're right, even when you know that they're not. And so you don't even want to waste your energy, because, they're in their own dream. We're all in our own dream, and we're all projecting. And this energy is not about right or wrong or being factual. That will come later. Well, actually, it'll come next month when we have, or later in the month, because when Neptune goes retrograde, that's going to shift it. And that happens on the 21st. And then the sun goes into Cancer, and, the energies start to get clearer. And these are wonderful moons. The Gemini new moon is uplifting and inspiring. Jupiter is involved in it, and you can be very enthusiastic. It's great for you to work on your health and well-being and be creative in your work projects. Absolutely. The Sagittarius full moon on the 17th brings the action for you behind the scenes. So this is going to be a time where you're going to want to be completing things. There could be a project you're trying to complete. There's something you're wanting to complete. And, that need to control is fine when you're using it to find solutions. It's absolutely is one of your best qualities of what drives you, is being solution focused. Okay, what's the solution here? What's the solution? I'm laughing because I know, it's going to be a wild month. And it's like we're all high without drinking or doing anything because of these energies. And so people are going to be, at times, not making any sense. And that's where you do need to take the reins and, guide the ship and focus on solutions. And just wait. It's like when people are drinking, you really can't talk to them. You got to wait the next day when they're sober to have that discussion. And it's kind of like this with these moons, where you just kind of want to ride the wave and enjoy the distraction. And if it gets annoying, then that's where you want to go off and do your own thing. Because with the moon in Sagittarius, it is about you going to do your own thing, focusing on what you need to complete, and actually taking a look at how you're getting in your own way. Now, one of the ways you can get into your own way is get into that need to be right thing, or need to control everything. And Neptune is just going to wash right over you if you do that, because that's what Neptune does to all of us. And we're all experiencing these energies, which are just like the Magical Mystery Tour, tripping with the light fantastic, LSD, but not doing anything. And so, and that's another thing too, is like with this type of energy, you definitely want to watch for substance abuse. Like, don't drink too much. Don't party too much, because less is more with these energies, because they're so intense and powerful that they're going to be making everyone high as a kite without doing anything. And it's and in the media too, like in the world, the internet, social media, the news media, they're going to have the same problem too, with misleading facts and presenting something and then come to find out it's a hoax, or it's not at all what we thought it was. And if you're, keeping a sense of humor and just going about your merry way and doing your thing, you're going to find that you're just sailing along and that people are just loving you because they're like, oh my gosh, I can rely on Capricorn. Because they're just like the reality, like an oasis of reality, or an oasis of something real and tangible in this sea of, I have no idea what's going on, the sea of nebulae. And the Mars is in harmony with Neptune. So, that's the way out for you is just using your wit and your spiritual higher self to guide you through this chaos and confusion that we're all going to be experiencing next month. And, I think it's the universe's intention for all of us to be, focusing on our spirituality, focusing on creating, focusing on dreaming and meditating. And it's not so much the big push for facts and even strategy, and that's going to come when the energies shift right after the Sagittarius full moon. So we have Happy Father's Day on the 16th. I said that already. Well, Happy Father's Day again. And Jupiter's going to exactly square Neptune that day. So it could be a very fun Sunday. Here in the States, it's on a Sunday. So it could be a very fun day for everybody, which is awesome. And then the Sagittarius full moon happens on the 17th. And now this is good news. Your avatar Saturn is sextile Neptune on the 18th. Now this is really good because this is where you can start making sense of things, and you can start applying the dreams that are coming in with Neptune. So it's like Neptune is feeding everyone dreams and visions of the future, and Saturn is now sextile Neptune, saying, I can help you make them real. I can help you make what you're dreaming, what you're scheming, a reality. But how does Saturn do it? You know it better than anybody. Self-discipline, hard work, determination, perseverance, and the long view. Saturn is about high in the sky, Jupiter win the lottery crap. Saturn is about, let's make a plan. Where do you want to be in 6 months? Where do you want to be in a year? What action steps are you taking every day to get there? I will get you there. Saturn will get you there. And that's what he's saying, which is really good. And that energy is going to be around all year too. And this is very helpful and strong for you, because if you're tapping into the spiritual and the creative, you can pour them into what you're doing, and you'll do very well for anything you're doing on your own. So any project you take the initiative with, or anything you're doing on your own, you can find that you're being very successful. And the biggest challenge for you this month is to walk away when you feel like you're working in crazy town. We're all kind of feel like this in June a bit. Is these energies are just like, like we're talking about nothing. Like, it's like I had the radio on before I, came down and started recording, and there's all this important, things going on in the world, with the trade and this and that, and here they are on the radio talking about the Bachelorette. And we know how fake that is. And it's like, we have such important things going on in the world that we really should be talking about collectively. And we're talking about things that are just like empty, meaningless, stupid. And it's going to be like that in June, where you're in work and you've got something important to do, and they're sitting there talking about the Bachelorette. They're sitting there talking about something that has nothing to do with anything. And some days you're going to enjoy it. Some days you're just going to be like, I'm doing my own thing. I'm going to go do my own thing, and that's your strategy. The moon in Sagittarius is in that area of behind the scenes. Next month you get your full moon, and it's an eclipse, which is all about new beginnings. So this is an important time for you to, stay focused on what you're doing and finish what needs to be finished this month. Complete what needs to be completed, and watch for that I need to be right trap, or I need to control everything because everybody's gone bonkers and have left the building. You don't. You are not responsible for the work of others. You're only responsible for your part in it. And you don't want to load yourself up with other people's work, because these energies have been creating tremendous uncertainty in our lives, and anxiety, and exhaustion. And with the moon in the 12th, you could be feeling tired, especially with the new moon in the area of your health. And being T-squared by Neptune. So you could be feeling really tired, and the body is the messenger. That's where we need to, slow down. That's why I have to do the videos over certain days, because I get really tired and I can't just keep pumping them out. What I am going to do next month, though, is I'm going to start with Capricorn. So I'm going to put the Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces at the beginning instead of at the end, so that you guys get the videos first. So I think that's the fairest way for me to do it, and create that win-win. And, that is the goal here. Mars, like I said, is going to be opposing Pluto on the 19th. So watch that need to be right thing, because it's going to come up. Because you're going to be right, and I know. However, it's like you're talking to people who are, hey, what? And what's it matter? Now, the sun enters Cancer on the 21st, right after Neptune goes retrograde. And we have summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. And, solstice is the day the sun stands still. These are power days. That's how powerful your sign is. Because you shift the energy, well, in the southern hemisphere, it's summer. In Australia, it's summer. In New Zealand, it's summer. And here in the northern hemisphere, it's winter. So these are power days. This is a day where there's cosmic downloads happening. And that's another thing, too, is with these energies, especially with Neptune, is it's raising our vibration continuously. And that's another reason why we're all tired. Because the body gets used to this frequency, and the next thing you know, we got to step it up again, we go to the higher frequency, and so the body's like, oh, I need to rest. So be aware of that these energies can be very challenging, because they are creating uncertainty in our lives, uncertainty in the world. And that creates anxiety. And especially with Neptune, because we want to be in control. The ego wants to be in control. And that's where you have to step back and understand that God is in control. Higher power, your higher self, your mighty iron presence is in control. Neptune also rules the movie industry. It rules the music industry. And so it is about creativity. And it's a wonderful, and it is a great escape, to Netflix out or get a great book and just, escape into other worlds through the books or shows that you like or movies. That's a mild Neptune. There's no hangover from that. And so power days are like the day right after the new moon on the 3rd. I like to set my intention for what I want to create. June 4th, June 5th are great days to set your intention after the new moon, as well as on the solstice is a great day to set your intention for what you want to create this entire season. Is an awesome strategy for you. Mercury enters Leo on the 26th, and the sun will sextile Uranus on the 27th. This is really good. That can be a very productive day. That's where things can get clearer, and you can have clarity at work, or things can run smoother. But the goal with Neptune is to find what gives your life meaning. That's what the purpose is this month, is to, it's not about just always getting things done or making money or going to work. And, we as humans have these responsibilities and need to do these things, of course. But there is a bigger picture, because you're a great spiritual being. And the universe is saying, hey, take a look at what gives your life purpose. What gives your life meaning? take a time out, and especially at that Sagittarius full moon, is a wonderful time for you on the 17th, the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, to reflect on what is giving your life purpose, what is giving your life meaning. And we may begin to see things become revealed at the time that the Neptune turns retrograde on the 21st. So things that have been misleading can now be revealed, or wherever there's been a hoax, that could come out the last 10 days of June and will come out in July when Mercury goes retrograde. So for those of you available for love, open for love, there's a lot of energy there for you to meet someone new. And in the area of relationships, you have Mars there all month, and Mercury, and the North Node, and with the Uranus in harmony with the Sun. It could be, someone at work. That could be, you meet someone through work. Other people introduce you to someone. And, date, have fun, go out. But just hang loose on, any kind of decisions about someone new right now. Because of this Neptune-Jupiter effect, challenging everything, they may not be who we think they are. And, that can, lead to disappointment. Or you can Google them. That's always a good thing to do, is see who they are out there and do your homework. That is appropriate too. Because we could just be like over the top with, oh, they're so amazing, and I feel the spiritual connection, and it's so wonderful. And it could be. It could absolutely be that. Or it could be wishful thinking. That's the Neptune-Jupiter. For those of you coupled, it's different, because you're already together. And this is a good energy to team up with each other. Mercury is there in the area of partnerships in harmony with Neptune, just like Mars. And it's a wonderful energy for the relationship to be supportive of each other, nurture each other, do things together, solve problems together, solutions together. So you're coming together and finding solutions with your partner, which is amazing. And definitely, take a vacation like towards the end of the month. Well, here we're getting close to the 4th of July. Is a good time to take a rest and get away together is good. Career is good. It's just you will need to test your patience with others because they're not always making sense. So make sure you are patient at work and enjoy it. It is going to be a super social month for you at work. Not so much in your personal life, but at work. And that is what it is. And next month you'll be really looking at what you're doing with others, and because that's where the eclipses are going to be very significant. And how is your health? You have the new moon there, and Neptune is challenging it, as well as the full moon. So if you're feeling tired, or you're feeling run down, or you're feeling like your get up and go has got up and went, that's the universe saying, slow it down, rest, less is more, do more for yourself, and, have fun. Because there is a lot of fun to be had in here in June. There's a lot of fun energy. And this is a time to really socialize and play and lighten up. It's been a heavy-duty year for all of us. And so maybe this is some sort of hiatus, at the halfway mark through the year, where we are to reflect and be lighter, play, socialize. Spiritually, it's off the charts this month for all of us. This is a deeply spiritual month. And, especially for you around that Sagittarius moon, the universe is inviting you to meditate, work behind the scenes, take that quiet time, take that me time, and work on things that you enjoy. Projects that are fun for you, that are creative for you. And, and for some of you, I don't know if you've thought about this, about having your own YouTube channel. I'm going to be offering a course this summer on how to build a successful YouTube channel and couple it with your winning website, how to have a profitable website and a successful YouTube channel, and how that could serve what you're doing for those of you that are entrepreneurs. If you have something of value to contribute on YouTube, you can do really well. And why not? By the end of 2020, there's going to be 5 billion users on YouTube. So there's plenty of room for everyone on here. And it could be a nice creative outlet for you, something fun for you to do. I'm not seeing any challenges to the money. It's just going with the flow. Things are moving along, and like I said, the biggest challenge in here is feeling like you're not getting things done at work because others are just very distracted. And that's okay though. Is all you have to do is smile and walk away. That's it. Just smile and go do your own thing. Because this energy will shift, especially by the end of the month when the sun enters Cancer. And now we're bringing the focus to, more of a focus to relationships for you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing my videos. And thank you for subscribing. You totally rock, Capricorn. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel, and it'll let you know when I upload. And I also have my new gift for you, the top 10 techniques for your prosperity and success now. And you can get that in the show more section. There is the link to my website. You just sign up for the free email. I write wonderful emails. I do a fabulous blog. People love it. And by signing up, you get the gift. And also, you'll be notified when I do my course on, having your own YouTube channel and building that, and building your own website and putting them together, coupling them together for your success. And so, until next time, Capricorn, enjoy the social distraction. Enjoy the social banter. It's going to be fun and light.